Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello. Greetings. Are we live? I think we're live. Hello Robin, we are live. Hello everyone. Hello. I just pulled something out that I'm not supposed to show yet. Hello Valencia. Hello my friend. Hello everybody. Hello. Hello Jessica. I think that's them. That's all of them. Yep. I think I might have some others. Yes, like mint julep. Yes, I had that one. Hi everyone. Welcome. I think everyone is kind of joining in. Joining in here and there. Hello everybody. Hello everyone. Gonna wait a few moments because it's gonna notify everyone. And I think that there might be a Brutus Monroe class still happening right now. So it started at 7, so it should be wrapping up soon. But I was trying to wait for the class to be over, but I just couldn't wait any longer because I wanted to show you something really cool and something new. So, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome. So, I'm really excited because tonight I get to share a product with you that we have been working on for quite some time. Kind of a dream project or a dream product that I have been wanting to be able to share with you for some time, and now the day is finally here. So, y'all know at Brutus Monroe how much we love embossing powders. We are obsessed with embossing powders at Brutus Monroe. It's probably one of our favorite things in the whole entire world. And one of the most difficult things for us at Brutus Monroe when it comes to the embossing powders is swatching. Now, I know that we have gone over swatching before. We've talked about having the ability to swatch, like by using a stamp, like a circular stamp, or a stamp that like a heart, or some sort of a stamp that gives you a clear and concise image that makes it really easy and really simple for you to stamp out and emboss and have all those swatches. But I wanted to change that a little bit. I wanted to create something that would make that process even easier, in something that you wouldn't have to. I mean, you don't even have to have an embossing ink out. It's a really cool, I think, a really cool product. So tonight we're going to do some swatching. We're going to be able to see some embossing powders that you may never have seen before. We're going to be able to take a look at some really cool different embossing powders that, again, you may have never been introduced to before. And we're going to use something brand new to Brutus Monroe, and these are the new Swatch dots. So I'm so excited. Since we now have an adhesive line, we have our own line of adhesives at Brutus Monroe. Now, because of that, we have been able to work very closely. Hello, Jerry. Work very closely with our adhesive manufacturer right here in the U.S. and create something called Swatch dots. Now, you might be saying, well, Christopher, what in the heck is a swatch dot? Well, I'm going to tell you. So, a swatch dot is an ultra-strong double-sided adhesive dot. They are actually 1.5 inches round. So, the reason I had to have these developed is a 1.5 inch round adhesive dot doesn't exist. I mean, as far as I could find it, it didn't exist. It still doesn't exist until now. So, the thought process behind this, and let me make sure that my heat tool is plugged in. The thought process behind this, is that what you can do. Let me just show you here. So when you order your swatch dots, you will receive 2 sheets of them in this pack. Let me open up this little hanging pack here. Okay, so this is what they look like when you receive them. They come on these sheets, and what you'll do, there's 2 different ways that you're going to use them. So I'm going to show you the way that I like to use them first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this, so there's a price sticker on the bottom of this because we just purchased it. We'll pretend we just purchased it. So what you would do is you take your price sticker off, and all of these are going to have price stickers on them because they do, a lot of them come directly from the Bruce Renault Studio store. Hold on, there we go. So I'm going to peel this off of here, okay, as gently as possible. I mean, it doesn't matter if some of it gets stuck on there. It's really not. Hi, Kara. It's not gonna make a difference. It will not make a difference at all if it gets stuck on there. So let's go ahead and peel off most of it. Kara, you're gonna love this product. If I know Kara, she is going to love this product. Okay. So there we go, scrapey, scrapey. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to, and this may seem crazy to y'all, but I am going to take one of these little adhesive pieces. Now you could just use your finger. I like to use like a pokey tool when I'm pulling adhesive off. So this is a very, very, very sticky dot, very sticky. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place this on the bottom of your embossing powder. Now, this will fit on the bottom. They were made to fit on the bottom of our embossing powders, but they can go on the bottom of like a standard. So they'll fit on the bottom of here too. See, they like fit perfectly on the bottom of here. But they're made to fit in the center of this embossing. So what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of zhuzh it down, push it down, and then you're going to take your embossing powder, and what I do is I'll do this over top of like a piece of paper or something. And this is my technique. Now you can do it however you would like. So what I will do is I will pour some of this into the lid. That should be, let's say that should be about enough. And then I just kind of toss it on here. Now you might have a different way that this might work for you. And I'll just close that up there. Okay. And then I will remove this piece here, so you can, and again, you'll do this, while you're doing this, you're going to do a whole bunch of them at one time. Okay, I'll grab another piece of paper here, just kind of as my catch-all, right? And then you're going to take your little pokey tool, or just use your fingernails, lift this piece off. So now we've exposed this adhesive. Now this is a very sticky adhesive. Can you see that on there? Very, very sticky. So now all I'll do, and you can do this however you want, if you have it in a little container or whatever, is I'll just sprinkle the gilded powder right on top of my jar there. See that? Okay. Now, we didn't need nearly as much as I used, but I think you get the idea. And then we're just going to kind of zhuzh that around, and then tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Get as much of the excess off as you can. Okay. You might want to, you can even, pat it in there. And okay, so there we go. So now we can kind of tap off all the excess. Now, do you see how that powder is coated there? Would the bottom of the jar fit into the lid? Would the bottom of the jar fit into the lid? Oh yeah, you could just put that in there like that. Yep, that would work perfectly. We can do that. We can try that on the next one, Robin. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. So I'm going to go ahead, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up. So the idea is, and also this is a heat-resistant adhesive. So this adhesive, you'll notice that it holds up to some pretty awesome temperatures. So, and you'll see that when we use it on the paper. So now what you'll do is you'll go ahead and you'll just heat up the bottom of the jar. This will happen very quickly. See how it's Can you see how amazing that is? See how it's changing right before our eyes? Now again, this is how I do it. You can absolutely do it on a piece of paper, which I'm sure most of you probably will. But now, what you can see here is when I flip this over, obviously nothing's going to come off, so this is my gilded, and I can store this down in my drawer like this. And now I'll know always what the gilded looks like, and you don't want to touch it. See how I got my fingerprints in there? Touched it too soon. But, you know, when you look at the powder, it doesn't always look, I mean, the way that it's going to look. But once you emboss the bottoms of them, and now this is pretty good now. Once you emboss the bottoms of them, you'll be able to tell instantly what all of them look like. So this is, basically you can emboss the bottom of this without using any type of, you know, embossing or anything like that. So now let's move on to, I want to show you how you can use it on paper. So I think paper is kind of a really, really great way to utilize this. Now you can of course do it on the bottom of your jars, and you can also do it on the bottom of your jars, you know, by taking this off of here, embossing this first, then peeling it off and putting it on the bottom of your jar. It's completely up to you, whatever you would like. Yes, looks can be very deceiving. So let's start, speaking of looks can be deceiving, we'll start with one where the looks can always be deceiving, and that is with the fairy dust. So fairy dust is a very, very popular shade that we have at Brutus Monroe. And it can be very deceiving because it is clear, but it has a beautiful sparkly glitter in it. So now I'm going to pull off one of my swatch dots. You again get 2 sheets in a pack, and then I'm just going to place this. I'll just place it right here and really push it down. Now remember, this is it's a really strong adhesive. You'll see the swatch dots are very, very strong, very, very strong. So let's go ahead and now let me kind of tap this off of here. Okay, so we'll tap that off of there, and now let's go ahead and we will lift that up so you can see. Now can you see how that's on there like that? So see how you can see the adhesive. Look how great. Now I'm sure your minds are all going a million miles an hour of different ways you can use these as well, which I love. Before I left the office today, I had about 7 gajillion ideas of how I want to use these, especially with glitters and things like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. And you don't have to worry. You can hit this so hard. Look. I'm hitting that as hard as I could, and the powder's not coming off. Because remember, this is a super, 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 super strong adhesive. And now watch, I'll show you how cool this is. I just think it's so cool. So let me go ahead and close this up. Now again, you could do it on the bottom of this as well if you would like, but I'm just showing you how you can see, you know, what things will look like on the darker, on the darker paper. Foil would be great, Kara. Do I have any? I have a piece of foil right here. I'll show you. So now, and this is going to heat up a lot faster, but this is the great part of this is you can now see all of your clear powders what they're going to look like. And this is always going to be perfect. Oh, micro pearls will stick to it like a dream. I mean, these, when you feel this adhesive, Kara, you're going to be like, holy cow. So look at what, so let me push that adhesive down. Can you see just how beautiful the fairy dust embossing powder is? And you would not probably know this unless you had a swatch like this. Well, this creates the perfect swatch every time. I mean, literally every time it's a perfect swatch. So now let's do Clementine. 1, 2, why not? So what we'll do is we'll grab, and we're just going to do a whole bunch of swatching. I mean, I hope you don't mind. We're going to do some swatching tonight. I think it'll be fun. So you can see some different colors, and I can get my swatches down of what. Yeah, I'm looking at the monitor right now. It has these have fallen into quite a few carts, which is so exciting because I can't wait to see all of the swatching that all of you do. I just think they're just great. They're so handy. Okay, so yeah, the glitter is one that I definitely want to do. Okay, so you can see it's so easy. You just peel it off, and there's our. And now you can see there's a couple wrinkles, but that's just because of how I pulled it off of there. Because I'm not super careful when I peel my stickers off. You'll probably be a lot more careful than I am. But sometimes, and I know that most of you are like me, you want to know, is my embossing powder going to be matte, or is it going to be, is it going to be translucent, or is it going to be opaque? And that's something that a lot of folks that's something that a lot of folks ask us. I mean, a lot of folks ask us that. So you would want to put it on the jar, because if you heat it up, then it heats at the embossing powder. So would you want to put it on the jar, because if you heat it up, then it didn't heat set. No, because when you turn the jar over, you can see the powder doesn't touch the top, so it didn't heat set or ruin any of my powder. Nope. Now you could do it. I'll show you another way you can do it. Here, I'll show you in 1 second. So, so let me heat this one up, and I'll show you what you can do. And so now you'll be able to see how opaque that one is, okay? So this is, I mean, you can see that's very, very opaque. Very, very opaque. Isn't that so cool? I just think it's so cool. And again, oh no, I did it again. Well, let's see. Can we fix that? I think we can. I think we can fix it. No biggie. The cool thing is, if you do a swatch sheet like this, you can really just do like what I just did. Oh, nope, I think we ruined it. That's okay. I put my finger in it again by accident. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you could put it on the bottom. So I'll show you, whoopsies. So I'll show you how we could do that real quick here with, let's do that with the Milky Way. So what you could do is you could take one of your swatch pieces, and what I'll do is I just will tear it out here. So see, now you could use a scissor if you wanted to, but I'm just, kind of tearing it out there. See how I tore that out there? So now what you can do is you can take this and you can lift off your adhesive piece, okay? And then what you would do is you could kind of just set it down. I guess we're going to have to put it on the bottom here. And you could actually, I think you could probably just cover right up your price there. Shouldn't make a problem. So we're going to place it right on here like so. Okay. And then we're going to take Robin's idea. We're going to fill up our lid. See how the lid's filled up there? Okay. This is very, very simple. Fill up your lid. And then you'll take off the bottom piece. You'll probably want to take off the bottom piece before you fill up your lid, so you don't have to do what I'm doing right now. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's not super difficult. As I'm struggling to find the right piece to peel off here. Just join. You could, absolutely. I mean, you could cut them in. You could cut them in quarters. I mean, you could really. The sky is the limit, Kara. Create your own ending. Okay, I got this one off of here. It's a little bit difficult when you're doing it backwards and upside down. I know that's, Okay, so then all you're going to do is you're just going to plop this, push it good into your powder. Take a look. Yep, that's perfect. Looks good to me. Kind of pat it in there. Pour this back in. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It's not going to stick anymore because you have that powder on there. Then you're going to close it up. Make sure you try to protect as much as you can. I just put mine on the floor. And then look. Okay, do you see? So now it's covered. Now you're going to see this is the magic. Are you ready for the magic? So now what you'll do is you'll heat this up. And the Milky Way is one of my favorites because it is so different. just want to always make sure that your heat gun is moving, because you don't want to, obviously, don't want to melt your plastic. Strips like washi, you could do so much. I mean, there's so many things you could do. So now look at that Milky Way. Isn't that the coolest powder? I just think it's so cool. So now let's go ahead and we're going to let this dry for a second, because remember what happened to me last time. Let's go ahead and try a different color. Let's break this. Let's rip this in half though, so we can do some maybe. So maybe you want to try all of your different golds and gildeds, and you want to put those on one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off, and I think actually the reason this is happening is because I'm using that thing. You can really, so see, you could just peel these right off. You don't need the help of that little tool. You could just kind of peel them right off like so. Just make sure you don't get a little piece left behind like I just did. But yeah, there are so many. I mean, just think about, even if you wanted to swatch out your inks and pop these on the back, of your on the back of like a piece of paper that you're swatching with. So you could use a brayer, of course, and hold on, let me see here. So if you have a little brayer like this one, you can absolutely brayer out, like if you have any wrinkles, if it's going to drive you crazy, like it's going to drive me crazy if I get any more wrinkles. I mean, it really is okay. It's not going to make a difference. This is really a swatch guide for you, but you know what I mean. Oh yes, the night shifts. Perfect. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And really, for about 20 bucks, if you are a subscriber, you will probably be able to swatch out every embossing powder you have, really. I mean, most likely even less than that. Alright, so now, Gilded Sparkle, one of my absolute favorites. One of my absolute favorites. So we're going to go ahead and just... Now, the thing is, I want you to take a look. So see how much is kind of stuck around there? Tap, tap, tap. You can literally tap this with everything you have, and it's going to stay on there. That's the difference with, if you were using if you were just using an embossing ink, you, and most of you will know this because you've probably done what I've done in the past with the tapping after your embossing, is that would never stay on there. You would never have a clear, clean, concise swatching, because all of that would have fallen off. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard to get a really solid swatching. It really is. But now with our new swatch dots, I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy. So now watch. This is when the magic will happen. It's my favorite. See how it's changing? There is just nothing like embossing, I tell you. So look. Now it's been embossed, and look at that beautiful shining shimmer. Can you see the glitter? See, now you can see it. So see how the glitter kind of got to be out of focus, but it's just absolutely beautiful. So now, one of my favorites, I think, ever to swatch. Let me grab another one of my swatch dots. I'm not even done with the whole sheet yet. This is, and it's plus, I think there's just like something fun about, I think there's something fun, in my opinion, just about swatching out all your stuff and seeing, what you have. I love that. So now we're going to put that down. I'm going to use, again, a brayer because I have one, and why not? I mean, if you don't have one, you don't need one, but if you have one here, really get it stuck down there. All right, so now what we'll do is the Gold Frost is one that I think is just absolutely beautiful, but if you don't see it on dark paper, you really don't know how beautiful it is. So let's go ahead and peel that back off. Oh, that's a perfect one. We'll take our Gold Frost. Excuse me, Gold Frost, yeah, Gold Frost. I had to double check the name there. And again, we're just going to put that on there. And then tap, tap, tap. And then you could really, again, just one tap and it all flew off of there. Wait till you see how beautiful this is. I know, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. Okay. So now, wait till you see how cool this is. Because it's almost like clear, but it's gold. You'll see. So see how it almost looks clear? But ta-da, it's really gold. Look, so when you look at it this way, you can see that this is definitely gold metallic. But this one, didn't it look so different before it was embossed? I just think that's so cool. So, so cool. So it's called Gold. What was the name of it? Gold Frost? Yeah, Gold Frost. So now let's try. This is hard because I love so many of these. All right, let me grab another piece of paper. I brought home a whole bunch of scrap paper tonight so that I could. It's all paper that was cut to a wrong size. Okay, so now let's see. Oh, I just want to swatch all night. So Pearl. Pearl is one that we get questions about often. What does Pearl look like on dark paper or black paper? Well, you all are in for a real good surprise because I'm going to show you. There's a couple of frosts. Has everybody been introduced to the frosts? I think there's. Oh, that's what I'm doing now, Donna. Pearl is my favorite on the dark. But again, once you all have these swatch dots, you'll be able to really see all that you have. I think Gold Frost. There's a couple. I think there's a couple in the Frost family. I think. All right. So now Pearl. I just love these. I mean, again, I'm sure you all will figure out a million things to do with them. But yeah, Pearl is probably one of my favorites. It's especially one of my favorites on the dark. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so see how, I mean, it's just so pretty. All right. Now let's kind of shake, shaky, shaky, shaky. Now let's heat her up. This could be a beautiful, like moon. Now watch, it's going to change. Doesn't it look like it went clear? So see how it doesn't look like there's anything there? Yeah, red frost. I think there's a couple of frosts. I don't know. I have to look, though. Now look. So, of course, well, wait a minute, Christopher. Wait a minute. Just slow your roll for a second. Wait till she cools off. I get so excited. That's the problem. I get so excited with embossing powders. I always have. I think it's because it was one of our very first things that we really brought into Brutus Monroe. So with Pearl, you might get some haloing, is what we call it, because of the mica powders in it. But you can see it goes away. I mean, you just have to kind of. You can wipe it with a microfiber cloth too. You don't have to be a Neanderthal like me. And I don't know what I just got my hand in. What did I just? There's something on the table. Hold on. Let me wash up with my squeaky clean. I don't know what I just got all over myself, but I can tell you the squeaky clean. It smells so good, and it got whatever was on me off. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was. So, so that was the Pearl. Another one that I want to show you that a lot of folks ask about is the mic drop, because mic drop has this beautiful. I mean, if that wasn't a showstopper, just opening that up. Mic drop has this beautiful, very fine. I mean, it literally almost looks like a microphone, but it's just beautiful. So, the cool thing again is that if you're doing a large area of embossing, it might be hard to get full coverage when you're using an embossing ink, because sometimes, I mean most of the time, if you're trying to cover a large area with embossing ink, you could run into some trouble because the embossing ink really wasn't made to do very, very super large areas. That's not what it was manufactured for. It's manufactured to do stamping, and stamping smaller areas, detailed areas, and using it with a stamp set. So doing super large areas. Which squeaky clean are you using tonight? I am using the gel plate cleaner. That's the one that I just grabbed that was just right there, and it smells so good. But I do have a prototype on my desk over there that I should use tonight because it does. I was doing a sniff test because we know it suds correctly, but it's the sniff test. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. All right, so lay that down. Sorry, I was a Neanderthal and I ripped a piece of the paper up with it, so I had to fix it. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead on in and burnish, burnish, burnish. And now we can again take this and do the lifty, lifty, lifty. Okay. You can use, of course, your fingernails if you have them. I do not have any. I wish I did sometimes because it would make life so much easier. So now what you'll do is you'll just, put your mic drop right on top of there. And then shaky, shaky back into in there. Look how cool that is. Can you see that glitter? It's like shard glitter is what we call it. Or shrapnel glitter, or I can't remember exactly what it is. But you'll see the magic happen in just a moment here. It'll be really cool because we're doing the dark on the dark. There we go. So now look, how cool. At least I think it's really cool. So you can see it is definitely very dark, but look at that glitter. So again, to anyone that is just joining, I am using the brand new Swatch dots. I don't have Scalene here. Scalene is at, I think Scalene is at it's at the office. I don't have a Scalene, or it's still on my stuff from moving. So these are the new Swatch dots, ultra strong, double-sided adhesive, 2 sheets of 12, 1.5 inch dots per sheet. So basically I went to our adhesives manufacturer and I said, I need giant glue dots. Please, I want giant glue dots so that I can swatch. So, and swatching is one of my favorite things to do, and these giant glue dots are just the best, the absolute best. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can do this with foil. So again, you can use your little brayer. You don't have to. You could really just burnish it. I mean, you don't have to get real technical like I am. But let's say you have a favorite foil. Like this one is my favorite foil, one of my favorite foils. So what you can do is you can just take your adhesive piece, lift that off of there, take this, and you could do a couple of different samples because this obviously is different colors. And you just want to very gently zhuzh that down. You don't want to use a bone folder. You don't want to get really aggressive with it because you can run the risk of scratching the foil. And you don't want that. And then all you'll do is just gently lift this away. Could you imagine doing polka dots? Look at that. That is out of this world. So again, we'll do it one more time so you can see how easy it is. You will take, let's take another dot. I mean, I can see you all doing so many cool things with these. So many cool things. All right, grab another one. Really, it is a giant sequin. Pop that down. Kind of just zhuzh and burnish it down there. Great, yes, great for a minute. I mean, there's so much you can do with it. You can use your glitters. You can use, I mean, sky's the limit, really. All right, so now again, we'll just take this gently, gently. Now, I'm probably going to use my burnishing tool because that I trust because the burnishing tool is rubber. And I don't think that, I mean, we'll see. It might do something to it, but I doubt it. Okay, so now very gently. We'll peel this off and reveal how beautiful that is. Isn't that great? I mean, just imagine, I know you're all thinking probably what I was thinking. Let me try to find all the things that I would want to swatch. What are all of the things that I would like to swatch? Now, also, another great thing you could do with these is if you have any of the circle, so let's say you have the circle dies. Let's see, do I have... I was looking to see if I had Scalene for you, my love, but I do not. I was looking at my... This is where I put my do not remove from desk so that I can use those items. But if you have the Brutus Monroe Foundation circles, which I do not believe I still have on my desk. If I did, that would be too easy. But if you had the Brutus Monroe Foundation circle dies, you would be able to do a swatch of like your watercolor paper. Put the, so you would do the watercoloring, or you would even, I mean, you could use, you know, Simon Hurley inks. You could swatch those out. Let me see. That's a sneak peek of something. That's a sneak peek of something that I could not move away fast enough. So there's a sneak peek of something that doesn't exist yet. Wow, foam tape exists, but not that type of foam tape. Not that type, so you're going to see that very, very soon. Hey, do you need to hit the marker first? Check back, Belinda, in about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks. And I can promise you, you will see the first slim line. Oh, yes! You will see the first slimline cargo sleeves. About 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure 3 weeks is what they said when they will be done. Yep. The problem is all of ours are, well, not the problem, it's a good thing, but all of ours are manufactured for us. So because they're manufactured for us, it takes a little bit longer. It takes a lot bit longer. Because most of the ones that are on the market now, I mean, I'm not discrediting them, they're still great products. They were manufactured for like DVDs and CDs and stuff, which again, as I said, I'm not discrediting them, they're all great products, but ours we have had manufactured specifically for the purpose of oh my goodness. How did that just happen? Oh no. I have no idea how it just slipped over to the coloring cam because, to tell you the truth, the coloring cam is not even set up. So, it's the ghost. I think it's the ghost. That happens again. It's the ghost. It is the ghost. Alright, so I've now literally taken my entire side of my desk apart, and I don't know where those are. I wanted to show you. Yeah, we're working on different shapes. The shapes thing is a little tricky because we have to actually have it's like a extruder thing that's made. It is, well, yeah, Scowleen gets a little bit worked up if you leave her alone. I can tell you that much for sure. Alright, well, I tried. I was going to use the circles. I mean, the thing is, it's because I wasn't planning on using them. That's why I can't find them. If I was planning on using them, then I would have found them beforehand. But if you have a circle, die, specifically the circle dies from Brutus Monroe, I know that there is a size that you could cut out very easily to create your little piece there, you know, to do your little circles, which I mean would be really, really, really handy, especially if you're like, you know, if you're like me and you're trying to go through and trying to match colors and look for colors. I think it becomes very, very handy if you have something like that. I think so, at least. So yeah, so let's do maybe one or two more. June, Belinda. Mid-June. Mid-June. They got a little bit delayed because of our holiday guys. Oh, here she is. Broomhilda herself. Broomhilda herself has arrived. Yeah, I don't know where those things went. Okay, so we will do... Let's do two more. So I think we will show you... Oh, let's do glow in the dark. Definitely. Glow in the dark and... Oh, let's do the chocolate ice cream. The chocolate ice cream. Well, that's heavy. Okay. Oh, I could use this one too. Oh, well. Just found more squeaky clean. Alright, look at how pretty. I can't find... I'm going to have to go on a full search and rescue mission. Jillian and Bunny Vance came into the store today. If you've ever heard of A. Jillian Vance Designs, they came into the store today and they purchased some glitter glaze and some other really cool stuff too. But they purchased some glitter glaze, and the thing is, when folks come into the store and they purchase stuff, it instantly sparks my interest. I'm like, oh my goodness, I need some of that. So I forgot to get some of the Galaxy glitter glaze today, but that's one of my favorites. So, okie dokie. So let's go ahead and let's do 2 more here. So let's see. So I said we'll do the chocolate and yeah, so we'll do the chocolate. Sorry, I'm grabbing that big pile that I had in my hands. The dots. The swatch dots went to the bottom of the pile. Got the ATC. Oh, did you make anything yet? I mean, if you just got it, you probably haven't had a chance to make anything yet, but I'm sure you're eager to do so. I don't know, and I don't know if the individual is in or watches the videos, but there was someone that I just saw post that they made, I want to say it was like 12 cards using the create your own ending, well, I guess create your own ending would be the proper term, using the inspiration box for this month. That's my favorite one, Kara. That's the one that I wear all the time. Yeah, we just got a restock of them. Different, also new, different colors. Because y'all have been loving them so much. You really have. So we got more in different colors. I kind of like the grab bag aesthetic of it. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. Yeah, I love my car dealer shirt. Here they are. All right. They're literally the very bottom of the pile of items that I have to go through and work with tomorrow. I'm gonna have a fun day of playing with new products tomorrow. So. Okay, so these are the swatch dots. If you're just tuning in, the swatch dots, you get 2 sheets of 12 pieces. They're 1.5-inch dots, and they are super, 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 I can't say super enough times. Oh, these are back in stock too. Super, super strong adhesive, okay? All that for 2 dots, I know, right? Well, I have a whole nother sheet that I found too, Kara. I found a whole nother sheet, so I'm gonna be using those too. All right. Hello, Anna. Peel off your dot. Pop it wherever you want to swatch it. Pop it and swatch it. I'm taking a brayer just because I have one. You do not need to use a brayer. Yeah, you get 2 sheets in a pack, which is great. I was always so excited when I was younger, and I would ask my mom to buy stickers. There was a place called Paper Mart, not far from our house. I wish it was still there. It was like my first experience at like a stationery store, and she would let us get 1 sheet of stickers, like it would be in a pack, and much to my excitement, was when there was more than 1 sheet in the pack. It was like such a cool surprise. All right, so this is This is the glow in the dark, which is in very limited supply at this point because it's really hard right now, and I don't know why, but it's very difficult for us to get the glow in the dark powder that we use to make it, because we make the glow in the dark powder in-house, and it's a mixture of our most popular clear powder with the glow in the dark mix in, and it's really hard for us to get, because we can't just use like a regular glow in the dark. Hi, Crafty Aunt Nan. So it's not like what you would use like for like a regular mica powder. It's very different. So okay, so now I'm going to put it up to the light here. Whoops. Darn it, I just put my finger through it. I need to stop getting so excited. Alright, so I'm going to put it up to this light here. And I'm going to turn off the light and hopefully you can see. Oh, it's so cool. Isn't that so cool? I think it's great. So it's really, really, really glowing. Really glowing. So that's cool. So, yep. Really cool. So that is the glow in the dark. And I promised one more. So we're going to do the chocolate. This is the chocolate ice cream. One. And then we have vanilla ice cream. And then we also have the strawberry. But the strawberry must have run away for some reason, because I must have used the strawberry for a whole bunch of stuff, because it's not sitting here. So goodness knows what I was using the strawberry part for something. I know I love the glow in the dark too. It's really cool especially for this month's inspiration box. Could you put a tab on one layer of the swatch dots like a glue dots you have? Could you put a tab on one? Donna, we possibly could. That could be something we could do. Yeah. We'll have to look into that. There would have to be a lot of interest in it, though. We'd have to take like a poll, because doing the tabs, it's a much more expensive process. But yeah, well, doesn't it work perfectly with background? So I want to show you. So this is the chocolate, and I want to show you that the chocolate truly is. Truly is a brown shade on the. Oh, you can already see it there. So let's go ahead and, oh my goodness, these might sell out tonight. And we thought we had plenty. So thank you to everyone that is ordering the new swatch dots. If you do not get a set or a couple, it looks like there's not a single person that has ordered just one of them. But if you do not get a pack of them this time around, we will reorder them, don't worry. But it does take a couple of weeks for them to be manufactured. So if you want to get swatching right away, you're gonna wanna grab them as soon as you can. And then of course you could also do it on the other side. Make sure it's all even, but see how beautiful that, I mean, it's a very deep, very rich chocolate brown. Isn't that cool? What are they for? Great question, Anna. So these are swatch dots. So the way that the swatch dots work is they are for, I know what you meant. So they are for swatching out all of your powders, your glitters, your micas, your embossing powders, any of those things. So the way that they work is they come in a pack like this. It will say swatch dots, ultra strong double-sided adhesive, 2 sheets of 12, 1.5 inch dots per sheet. So the way that they work is they peel off of this sheet, and they're super, super strong, and they are also they're heat resistant. So they won't bubble up off of your page. So all you would do is you would take this, you would peel this off of here, super, super strong, place it on a piece of cardstock. You could do white or black cardstock, and then you'll be able to swatch out all of your different, or foils. We did foils too. Or maybe make the topper bigger than the last one. That would be... it could be, Tina, but these are actually die cut out. So, Unfortunately, that's the way that's how they're made. They're die cut away, and then that excess adhesive gets pulled back. But I'm sure we could probably think of something. But if you just have like a little picking tool like this, it really it gets under there really, really easily, and you can peel it up. So there should be hi Sin. It should be okay. But again, we can always work to improve. So what you would do is you would take your little hello Marla. So you would take your, did I already say hi to Marla? I don't know. So you would take this off, and you would peel it off, and you would do your swatches. So you can swatch your, as I said, the foil. You can swatch your embossing powders. These are more embossing powders. You could swatch out on the bottom. So this is what I did with the gilded. So what I did was I put the swatch piece underneath. So I put the swatch piece on. Oh yeah, Pamela would love these. Hello, Valerie. So I would put the swatch. I put a swatch sticker literally underneath of here. So I did that on this one. And what was the other one? Oh, Milky Way. So I did it on the bottom of both of these. So you can see now I have an actual. And Milky Way is. Have you ever seen Milky Way? I don't know if you all know how beautiful the Milky Way embossing powder is. It's a chunky powder. So now you can see, excuse me, on the bottom of these, I actually have a swatch on the bottom of my embossing powder. So you can do it multiple ways. So if you do it on the bottom of your embossing powder, you would just take your little swatch dot. Okay, that one's already been lifted, so we'll push that down. And all you would do is you would take it, peel this off, pop it. Well, we'll just do one. Why not? So all you're going to do is you're going to take your swatch dot, you're going to peel it off of here, like so, okay? Peel it off, and then you're going to place it right on the bottom of your jar. If you have the standard jars, it'll fit on the bottom of here too. It might just pop up a little bit, but nothing too serious. Again, you're just making a swatch for yourself. This isn't something you're putting in a museum, you know? You're not putting this in a museum. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to put a little bit of your powder in your lid, and this will work again with any powder that you have. Oh, well, Sin, you will definitely love these, because I am the same way. I cannot get enough of swatching and organizing, and these little things have been a dream come true for me. So now what I'm doing, I'm just going to press this in. You can do it, lightly. You don't have to get crazy. And then if you look at it, you'll be able to tell if it's stuck well. So you're just going to lightly tap it in there, and then tap off the excess. Okay, you can, there we go. I think that's pretty good. And there will still probably be some excess that will come off, but now dump your lid back in, and you can, tap off any excess. But you can see it's definitely, see how it coated? It's definitely going to cover up that price thing. And then you're going to heat up your heat tool. A swatch museum would be fun. You could create your own swatch museum, right? They are going fast, that is for sure. I think this was definitely a fun idea. It was another one of those things that it was like, I really, really wanted it, so I hope that you wanted it too. And luckily you did. Well, it looks like you did. So now, on the bottom of here, and again, you'll probably want to swatch yours, you'll take your time, which I, don't, because I'm in such a hurry to swatch. But now you can see on the bottom, so you can see it's clearly covered, but you can see, Christopher Boardwalk die is the best craft data. Oh my goodness, that Boardwalk die, I think, is almost gone, and it's retiring. It's so sad. It's retiring this year. But if you have it, and if you don't have it, grab it. Grab it. The link to the bingo numbers, I can give you the link to it. Luckily, I've been swatching these for quite some time, since I have been playing around with these, and luckily I have not melted a single one yet. Now, I'm not saying that that's not possible. Right, Valerie, I love that die. It's one of my absolute favorites. I just, Valerie, do you have the Boardwalk stamp set? Okay, so here is... Oh, good. Perfect. Thank you, Kara. So those are the numbers so far. That's what we've got so far. Oh, thank you, Crafty Ant-Man. I'm obsessed. Obsessed with embossing powders. That was the first thing I became obsessed with, and I just can't... The stencil is gone. Is there a microwave or stove around? The stencil is gone. What? Wait a second. She's speaking in riddles again. She is speaking in riddles again. Oh my goodness, did I not bring my phone down here? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, Miss Heather Collins, are you ready? And is everyone else ready for the bingo numbers for the night? Drum roll, please. I have the bingo numbers for this evening. I'm so excited. And I just had to order, so I just ordered 1,000 more bingo cards. How exciting is that? It's the 14th of the month. 1,000 more, 1,000 additional bingo cards I just ordered. 1,000 more. So, the numbers for tonight. Oh, fire only when cooking. You're funny. You're a real hoot. You're a real hoot. So, the first number for the evening is I-16. I-16 is the number for this evening. And I'll actually update these numbers real quick. I'll update them on the website. I-16. And the second number... Oh, the Boardwalk stencil. Oh, no. I love the... I actually, we were at the beach when I designed all of that. I was actually sketching and sending pictures to our illustrator at the beach. Well, we were with Rob certainly, but Rob was like, you do qualify. You sure do. I mean, heck, Shannon technically would qualify. All employees and staff are allowed to win things at Brutus Monroe. That's a cool thing about Brutus Monroe. You are not disqualified. So do we collect numbers? Yes, absolutely, Belinda, absolutely. So this is very different in comparison to the other one. You collect your numbers and you fill them in as soon as you get your cards, as soon as you get them. And then the second number, are you ready? Is G60. G60. So G60 is, well, I think I might just bring back Generation 1 because I love that stencil. Oh, we could do Generation 2 because I believe we had some other illustrations. Remind me about that on Monday, Heather. Remind me about that on Monday. So G60. G60. So if you all refresh your bingo board, at brutusmonroe.com, you will see what the bingos numbers are right now. So just as a reminder, and all of these rules will be reposted. They were posted, but we've been having some issues. We have been having some issues with our server at Brutus Monroe, the page server. It's something that it feeds differently. It feeds differently than the how about a bundle for the summer light? Kara, you're going to be very excited when you see you're going to see some fun things coming for the summer. You're going to be very excited. There are some things that start with butter and end with fly. There's a butterfly box coming up. 3 months from now, and you're going to love it. The illustrations are just out of this world incredible. Wait till you see next month. I can't say anything else, but just as a heads up, so I can go over the rules with everyone again. Every $10 that you spend at www.brutusmonroe.com, you will receive a bingo card. The bingo card that you receive is a little blue card. They are official, legitimate church bingo hall bingo cards, and they have serial numbers on them. So there are serial numbers on the cards. We know what those serial numbers are because those serial numbers are on each batch. So don't try to get tricky because we know what those numbers are. So when you get your bingo, you are going to put in all capital letters, bingo, and you're going to send that to orders@brutusmonroe.com. You are going to, in all capital letters, put bingo@brutusmonroe.com. When you send bingo over, Heather Collins or a member of her team will send you back a voucher. That voucher is a surprise to you as well as to the team because the voucher just has a number on it. When you put that code into the cart, it will populate your prize. So there's a couple of die cutting machines. There's multiple bingo bags that have all sorts of. When you yell bingo, I promise you, you are going to get the most incredible prizes, and it's so cool. So every single $10 that you spend at brutusmonroe.com from right now until the end of this month will give you a. Wait, what did we say? Oh, Heather. Will garner you a bingo card, and you can win bingo 25 times if you want. You will just, if you win bingo multiple times, you will have to place multiple orders to get your bingo prize. That's just unfortunately the way it is. There's no way. If you win bingo 10 times, we can't. We won't be able to. We won't be able to stay in business if you won bingo 10 times and we kept sending you all the different things. But they would have to be garnered on separate orders. Obviously, there will be some restrictions and some things that we can do. If you win bingo 4 times at once, obviously we can figure something out. But if you win bingo 4 times over 3 weeks, they would have to be different. Yeah. Yes, you would need to just take a picture. I would take a picture of the bingo card and send it over to us just so that we can see. But obviously, we'll have to see the card with the winning bingo numbers. So yeah, you'll send a photo of it, so it's. The amount of prizes that you can receive, it's just so incredible. We have such great stuff. So so you can't combine winnings, no. So you wouldn't be able to use all different. You wouldn't be able to line up all of your cards and say So you can win on every card if you want, but you can't combine. Yeah, you can't combine your winnings. Or if you win, say you win on 3 cards at once. Send us those 3 bingo cards, and we can do, as long as it's all in one transaction, we can make sure that you get all of your bingo earnings. If you win bingo over the course of 3 weeks, there's no way that we would be able to, you would have to place the separate orders. It must be a shippable order that it comes in. But most of the time, if you win bingo and you already have 15 to 20 bingo cards, you're probably going to be placing an order pretty soon anyway. That's kind of why we did it the way that we did it, because we knew that most of you are going to be want to order some additional things anyway. So I'm so excited to see who wins bingo. We've gotten emails, we've gotten chats, we've gotten all sorts of different ways that folks have been reaching out to us saying they are so excited about bingo that they haven't played bingo since the world has been in shambles. So they went and they dug out their bingo daubers and they are playing bingo along with us, which I love. I love it. I just think it's so cool. I'm so excited that all of you have been able to play along with us. I just think it's so much fun. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun. So fun. Any questions? Any questions? You're gonna wanna. And there's also Brutus Monroe. There's Monroe merch that's in there. There's so much stuff. Oh, Darren, my friend. I did not forget about you. Hopefully we can schedule a call for early this upcoming week. I am so excited about being able to work on some projects with you, because I think that we have it ironed out. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I did not forget about you. I don't want, just so everybody knows, I'll say this fully and publicly right now. I've never forgotten about anyone. It's just things get so crazy and so out of hand and so all over the place so quickly that it's I will never ever forget about any of you. It's just I've gotta like really like hone in on getting back to everybody. So if you get an email from me and I don't respond for a couple of days, it's not because I don't love you. It's not because I don't want to answer any questions you have. It's just, my word, do the wheels spin like crazy. Yes, isn't that cool? Shannon is the head of a pretty, I think probably the biggest inspiration team ever. But we all know that she can handle it, and she will do such an incredible job with it. So that is everything that I have. That is everything that I have for y'all tonight. If you don't have any questions about bingo, I am excited to see who will win. I can tell you right now, if everyone that is live on the website right now with active carts checks out with the amount of the swatch dots, they will. Okay, good, Darren. Well, Darren, I think you're so good, Darren. I think it's good that you now know me, Darren. I think we have a relationship enough now that I'm not going anywhere. It's just you just got to be patient. Unfortunately, that's all. So these swatch dots are if everyone on the website right now checks out with them, they will be sold out, gone. So we will be getting more of them, as I said. Don't worry, we will have plenty of them on the way. Keep your eye peeled for something really cool and new. Do you like this size? I think this size is great. I think it's really cool. We'll be talking about this probably tomorrow, I think. I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on my day. Depends on how crazy my day is tomorrow. But we might talk about this. Tomorrow. I don't know yet. But yeah, keep your eye peeled for this. Keep your eye. Tina, it is. Oh my goodness! I can tell you right now, it is. I think it's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. It's there's going to be a blog post soon. The crazy. I can tell you right now, I have not. Tina, can you come and manage the Brutus Monroe social media, because my phone has almost died 3 times because of how many. It's been wonderful. We've gotten so many awesome posts and likes and wonderful words, and it's been great. So I'm going to hand over the Brutus Monroe social media to you for a little while, because you would not be able to get away from it. It has been so incredible, so cool. We're so fortunate. There are a total of 30-ish. I don't know. I don't have the exact 20 plus 20 plus 9 plus. No, there's 34. I think 34 total. Or 33. There's over 30. We'll go with that. New members on our inspiration team. Now remember, our inspiration team is broken up into all different categories this time, and the reason we did that is because we have so many 34. Hello, Michael. 34. There are so many cool things that we can't wait to share with you, and we are so excited to be able to share different things with you with the different teams, because the different teams are really going to be able to showcase so many different ways that we have things. So we have our core team, of course, that will be doing pretty much everything. We have our inspiration box specialists, which are going to be focusing solely on the inspiration box. And the reason we need a special inspiration box team is because the inspiration box team, we want you to have as much what's what I'm looking for? Inspiration. I mean, I just said it 14 times. Inspiration from the inspiration box is possible. And by having a completely separate team to do that, that will be great. Now, they will be working with some of the older inspiration boxes as well, so you'll get some inspiration from those, because we do have some older inspiration boxes still available. And then last but certainly not least, we have our brand ambassadors. The brand ambassadors are going to be the folks that are going to be doing some really cool special projects. So they're going to be doing some, they're going to be working with some dies, some stamps, some things that may be from, a couple of years ago, a couple of months ago, or just yesterday. They are going to be specializing in some really, really cool branded items that you may have forgotten about, or one that you may have wanted just the other day. So you're going to see some really, really cool things that they're going to be working on that are they're gonna kind of establish some of the items that you may already have, which I think is really cool, or some things again that you may have never seen before. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's everything that I have for you all tonight. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun learning about the swatch dots. I think the swatch dots are going to change the way that we swatch things. I certainly think that the swatch dots are going to be something that you'll be using time and time and time again to swatch all sorts of different things. I can tell you, since I started using these swatch dots, I have found about 50 different things. Oh my goodness, those boxes are jam-packed. About 50 different things that I want to use them for, and I just think that they're super fun and super useful. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is a completely new swatch guide based upon the swatch dots that you have ordered this evening, or your own ending. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you all very soon.